Hi, everyone out there. Thanks for coming back or joining us for the second match of the doubleheader. As always, I'm Andrew Walker, your host for the event. This is another top 16 match for the December 2022 Premodern Monthly. The decks that our players are on, let's see, we've got Brandon, Econ, not sure how to say that one. Playing Aluren. That should be a interesting match. Game. You don't see Aluren necessarily make the finals that often, but it's always one of those decks that you have to think about being out there, maybe as a one of in a tournament. So it's good to be prepped for it. I think I practiced against this deck last month. He will be playing against Mike Arnold, who's on a deck he calls Zombie Contamination. So it's zombies, infestation, squeeze, all that fun stuff. Plus, where is it? Things like gamble and other cards to try to get the deck moving. Other than that, he's running, what is that, main deck null rod? That's nice. Lots of non-basics, so hopefully that's not going to be a problem. But other than that, let's get to the match.
Three.
Okay.
At a now I can't even remember the name of
Okay,
the
guys, you're
bookstore
good to
chain.
go. Good luck, and I'll
Okay.
talk to you at the end.
All right,
All right,
sounds
sounds
good.
good.
All right.
For those just joining us, I mulled down to 6.
And I'm on 7.
All right. All right, good luck.
All right, you too. Have fun.
I'll play a city.
Okay.
And I'll therapy you.
Okay.
And I'll name Cabal Therapy.
All right, you'll see Contamination, Duress, Buried Alive, Snuff Out, Provoke and Horror, Springs, and Swamp.
Sounds good. All right, pass to you.
I'll draw. I'm going to play Wasteland, take out the city.
Yep.
And then pass.
All right. I'll play a city and pass to you.
All right, draw. Let's play Swamp.
Yep.
And a Duress.
All right. Fiend, Familiar, Island, Familiar.
Okay. And pass to you.
Okay. Play an island. I don't want to get rid of. Oh, I need to take 3. I'll Fiend and I'll get rid of Contamination.
Okay, you'll see a Provoke and Horror.
All right.
Okay.
And pass to you.
Let's see. Why have you taken 3? Because you've tapped for a city.
Oh, that's right. I'm at 18.
18. Okay. Untap. Draw. I'll play Sulfur Springs. And then I'm going to pass.
Okay. I'll play a coast. Swing for 1.
All right. 19.
And then I'll take another one and play an Explorer.
Okay.
And I'll pass to you.
Okay. I will draw. $18.
Yep.
Gonna gamble.
Okay.
And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards in hand. Would you like to roll or just pick a number once I lay out?
I'll just pick a number.
All right. So we'll have 1 over on this side.
Okay, I'll do 3.
3. Snuff out.
All right.
I'm going to play Swamp.
Yep.
I'll play ZI.
Okay.
I'll discard Horror and Horror, make a token.
Okay, sounds good.
And we'll go to my end step, and 1 Horror will come back.
Okay.
And you're up.
Draw. I'll therapy you, sacking VetX.
Okay, resolves.
Okay, VetX trigger.
Mhm. And there's the mountain. And therapy's on the stack.
And I'll name Buried Alive.
Okay.
I'll play a familiar.
Okay.
Familiar trigger.
Mhm.
Grab that. And I'll pass to you.
Untap. Upkeep draw. I'm gonna play Port.
Okay.
Colorless. I'll play out a Horror.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna swing in for 2.
Swing for 2. I'll block with the familiar.
Okay. And then I will pass with none in hand.
Okay. Draw for turn.
Yep.
I'll play a gemstone mine.
Mhm.
I'll play a familiar.
Sure.
Trigger. I'll take that. I'll burn 1.
Mhm.
Diabolic Intent.
And you are sacrificing which?
Sacrificing the familiar.
Familiar. Okay, that's good.
Okay. And I'll pass to you.
I'll go ahead and do the old end of turn port on the city.
Yep.
And I'll untap. Upkeep and draw. Attack for 4.
Okay. 12.
Contamination.
That turns all lands into swamps.
It just makes everything tap for black instead of its normal type and amount. So your gemstone mines will still lose counters, city will still deal you damage, but everything only produces black.
Got it.
I will pass to you and stop on the upkeep.
Okay, untap.
Port the city.
Draw. I'm trying to think if I can do anything.
My hope is that you can't.
I don't think I can. Did you top deck that?
I did.
Son of a bitch. All right, I'll scoot.
Well, I don't have a lock.
That can't play anything.
Okay.
Yep.
If you're sure, like I have to sacrifice a creature each time, each upkeep.
Yep.
Okay. What I have? Okay. I had therapy off the top. That would have grabbed the Aluren. Nice.
Yeah. If no contamination hits the board, I win. Brutal. Well played.
All right. Yes. Okay. All right, you can do middle and top.
Okay. I will keep.
I'm keeping as well.
Okay. All right. Good luck.
You too. Lead us off.
I'll go swamp, therapy, and I'll name contamination.
You'll get a contamination. You'll see zombie infestation, squee. And then Sulphur Springs, Wasteland, Bloodstained Mire.
Okay, cool. All right,
All right.
I'll pass to you.
All right, that's discarded this time, not removed. Untap. I will play out a Bloodstained Mire and pass.
All right. Play a forest, birds.
Sure.
And I'll therapy you again, and I'll name zombie infestation.
Okay, you'll see a gamble as well.
Okay. All right. I'll pass to you.
All right, draw. I'll play out of Sulphur Springs. And then I will pass with 4.
All right.
That's too bad. That was a double therapy opener from you. I mean, I have to
I
cheat
know.
that hand.
You're
That's
used
like
to doing that.
Yeah. I mean, it's just the nuts if you don't have anything at all. But give you some naturalizers or something. I'll take that any day.
Sure. Sorry, just looking at your deck list.
Sure.
I don't know if this is a game board or not. All right, I'm gonna drop an underground river.
Okay.
Green, and I'll play Aluren.
Okay.
And I'll pass to you.
I will play out Squee in a turn.
Sounds good.
All right. Flash Squee. Draw. Let's see. 19.
Okay.
Gamble.
Yep.
Cards in your hand?
Just 2.
All right. 4 in hand. 1, 2, 3, or 4.
I'll do 4.
Cabal Therapy.
Okay.
I will flash back Cabal Therapy.
Okay.
Target. Sacking Squee. Does it resolve?
It resolves.
I will name Raven Familiar.
Okay. I have an intuition and a living wish.
Pretty good. Pretty good. let's see, that's removed.
Yes.
I'll play Wasteland and take out the Underground River,
Sounds good.
and then I'll pass.
Okay. Um, all intuition.
Sure.
Results.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay, cool.
You can have the one in the middle.
This one.
Yes.
Nice.
And intuition is on top of your graveyard.
Yes. All right. Then I'll play Mesmeric Fiend.
Okay.
Trigger on the stack. I'll play Cavern Harpy.
Okay.
Bouncing Fiend back.
Mhm.
Then I'll play Fiend again.
Okay.
Yeah. Bounce, lose a life. Then do it again. Bounce him back.
Okay.
And play him again.
Okay. So you get 3 triggers right there. You'll see Wasteland and Sulfurous Springs.
I lost a life for nothing.
Yes.
Okay. Then I'll pass to you, and I have an effect during your upkeep.
Untap. Upkeep. Squee trigger.
Yep.
Squee returns.
Squee returns.
Okay.
I'll bounce Cavern Harpy or bounce Fiend back to my hand.
Mhm.
Play him. Exile. Squee.
Okay.
And then make it for good.
Okay. All right. I will draw. I'll play Wasteland. I'll go to 18.
Yes.
Gonna grab a Swamp.
Okay.
Buried Alive.
Yeah, that's fine.
Horror. Squee. I guess I could have learned Squee in. Oh well. That'll teach me. I'm not used to my guys having flash.
I know. You got to get a couple of reps in the gym.
All right, and then I'll go to my instep. I will just decline the horror triggers.
Okay.
Wait a minute. That is in my hand. That one's in my hand. That one is in the graveyard. Pass with 1.
Okay. Draw.
Mhm.
Living Wish.
Sure, you got it. Pretty much. It depends on what you get, I guess.
I'll get Soul Warden.
Okay, I'll scoop.
Okay. Yeah, the therapies were very potent.
Yep. Missing on my therapy, that didn't help either. But
well, and I mean that was a great gamble too. I just happened to hit it.
yeah, if I had the double therapy, was able to get 2 resolves off it, that obviously would have been really, really nice. But
and that was such a good play of getting Squee in at the end, because that puts you in a great position to therapy me twice. But I guess you could have done Squee. But playing Squee generally was a good idea.
I just thought of something sick, which could have happened. I'll tell you it at the end.
Okay.
Which another top deck I had. No, keep it off. Yeah, there's an interesting one. It does not. It does not. Not unless we attack 72,000 times. I'll do the middle and top. And you do middle and top as well.
All right.
I'll keep my 7.
I will unfortunately have to mull.
Okay.
Okay, I can keep this. I'll put that on the bottom.
I'll lead off with a wasteland and pass to you.
Okay. City, take 1. Therapy.
Okay.
Name Contamination.
Engineer plague, buried alive, zombie infestation, swamp, springs.
Okay, sounds good. All right, pass to you.
Draw. Swamp. ZI, pass.
Yep. Forest. I'll take another one.
Okay.
And I'll play Fiend.
Okay.
And I'll get rid of the Plague.
All right. And then you'll see Port.
And pass to you.
Untap and draw. Swamp. Buried alive.
Yep.
Horror. Ooh. Come on, cards. And then I'll go to my instep and the horrors will come back.
Okay.
That's your turn.
I'll play Coast.
Okay.
Remind myself to not attack.
Are you sure?
Well, maybe if you're a
Looks.
little more convincing. Birds.
Okay, got a birds.
I got a birds. I'll take one.
Okay, 17.
Living Wish.
Sure.
All right. I'll grab Brave and Familiar.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, I'll grab.
Okay.
And I'll pass to you.
And main phase, still before we move to an end step, I will discard 2 horse, make a zombie,
Sounds good.
and then go to end step.
Yes.
Horror will come back. Untap, squee. I'll draw for turn. I'll take that. I'm going to play port.
Okay.
I will wasteland you off of my coast. I will attack for 2.
Yep.
I am going to make. Let's see. That was dumb of me. Oh well. Got to pay more attention. Make a zombie.
Yeah.
I will then pay 4 life and snuff out your birds.
Okay.
I will pass to you and stop on your upkeep.
Okay.
End of turn. Well, first horror returns and upkeep. Fourth the city.
Okay. All right. Move to draw.
Yep. Correct. Yeah. So he is at 14. Yeah.
Yep.
We got that. Mm-hmm.
Play Phyrexian Tower.
Okay.
All right. I think I got to do this. Sack the Fiend.
Okay.
Make 2 black.
Get the plague back.
Play Deed.
Okay.
And I'll pass to you.
All right. Untap. Squee returns. And I'll draw. Play swamp.
Mhm.
Attack for 4. All right. I will pass with 5 and I'll stop on your upkeep. and we'll port the city.
All right. Draw. Play Gemstone Mine.
Mhm.
I'll pass to you.
In a turn, I will go ahead, or main phase still, I will
Yep.
make a zombie
Yes.
and then go to the end step,
Yes.
and horror comes back. Untap. Squee comes back. Draw. I will play another port. I will go ahead and attack for 6.
Okay.
I will pass to you and stop on your upkeep.
Okay. I'll blow up deed for 2.
Okay.
Upkeep.
I'm gonna port the city and port the tower.
Okay. Draw. Veteran Explorer.
Okay.
I'll flashback therapy.
Okay. Results.
Look at some basics.
Mountain. Swamp.
Forest Island.
Okay. And then therapy resolves.
I'll name it Air Plague.
Okay. You'll see another squee.
Okay. I think I'm at 2.
You're 2. Yep. I missed that one. I thought I did.
Yep, 3. Sorry, just thinking about
Yeah, of course.
different
Mhm.
options. Okay, I'll pass to you.
Untap. Draw. Play Springs.
Mhm.
Play Horror.
Yeah.
Pass to you, stop on your upkeep. Port the city.
Okay.
Throw the Horror at you for 1 damage.
Nice. Excellent. Good game.
Good game. So with the end of game 2,
Yeah.
with flashing and squee, since Aluren was in play, if I would have top decked Contamination, I could have looped squee eternally by never having to actually play him, pay mana for him. It would have been funny. You don't necessarily need mana in order to win at that point, but it does shut off at least some of your spells.
I don't understand.
So I have Contamination. If I were to play Contamination at that
Yes.
point, normally
Yeah.
once Contamination is in play, I can't actually cast Squee because I can't get the red mana. But with Aluren in play, I don't need the red mana because I can just play him off of Aluren. So that would at least prevent the next turn from you going Intuition and the Living Wish. I think you had the birds at that time, so you could at least play something.
Okay.
But I would have, it would have been funny. I would have been able to set up a Squee Contamination lock with Aluren.
Yeah. Got it. Interesting. Next deck build.
Yeah, check out Trim to Duress, Horror, and Contamination. Norrod, obviously don't need against you. And then just Broaden the Plagues. Oh, let's see. There's one other thing I took out. Let's see, because I also brought the other stuff out. Oh, 2 Duress I brought out.
The only thing I did was I brought in a Fiend. What did I take? I can't remember. Something. Oh, took out Plot of Fairies.
Okay.
Just to have more stuff to rip your hand apart. I guess maybe we could talk through this line. And I was hesitant to pop the deed prior to combat because I was worried about you dropping the plague. But I guess in retrospect, I probably should have popped it before combat.
Yeah, I guess it just depends on if you have anything to be able to beat Deed at that point. I did end up ripping a zombie infestation off the top. That was my last draw.
Nice.
So even if you had popped the Deed at that point, and I don't necessarily think yeah.
I'd be screwed anyway.
Because yeah, then I had the mana to play both the Engineered Plague and the zombie infestation that turn, and I've got the ports up. You do have the 2 additional basic lands, which would help. But I had Horror plus 2 Squeeze. I could have had 2 Horrors, but of course I screwed up my timing. Should have made the zombie first and have Squee on top of the 2 Horrors. Instead, Wasteland locked one of the Horrors under. So, yeah, that's why Wizards doesn't do graveyard order stuff anymore.
Yeah.
It's for field bad stuff like that.
Yeah, I love your deck. I think it's really well constructed.
Well, thank you much. It's been a lot of work, but that's fun. This is the first brew that I've had go on to a top 8. So
Nice.
I think it's my only top 8 of the year. I've done top 16, but not top 8.
Nice.
Yeah, but those kind
What
of.
do you would you put in? I guess you need Null Rod because you don't want someone to drop Tormod's Crypt and then pop your graveyard. But I guess Powder Keg's technically better. Is it
So
red?
it also shuts off Mox Diamonds completely. So they
Uh,
can never get out of the contamination lock, because otherwise if it's
got
like
it. Yep.
a powder keg, yeah, they just Mox Diamond seal a cleansing and then they're out of it. So, but yeah, Null Rod is a pretty good out to it all. Good try. And also, yeah, powder keg would kill my zombies if I'm trying to take out like Mox Diamonds and stuff.
That's true. Yep.
But I think there's a lot of space here. Like Zombie Infestation has always been one of those cards which is on just like the, you know, just like the
Fringes.
boundary of it. Yeah, it shows up like every once in a while. And Contamination, I think, just adds another aspect to it to completely lock the game down. But I had plenty of games this month just going, you know, the aggro zombie route. You know, turn 2 Zombie Infestation, turn 3 Buried Alive is pretty quick, especially if you already have the enablers in your hand.
Yeah. I played a version of that deck, but instead of Contamination, it was Parades.
Sure. I love Raids. I had her, you know, in the original deck list, and I, you know, just ended up cutting her. And I think that is the correct, you know, play. Just to, because I put in the snuff out, I was able to get the snuff out in main deck, which I think is important, as well as all the null rods used to be in the sideboard. I think just having one, you know, because people are running, you know, Tormod script main, and there's plenty of Mox Diamond decks, you know. So just having the null rod to be able to, as an out to that, the 4 gambles to find him. So
yeah, no, Gamble's pretty sick with Brogan Horror.
It'd be so fun if someone randomly played Mud and then you just, oh, I just happen to have this.
no. What do you know?
Yeah, it's like, what? It's game 1. It's like, yep.
I'll tell you, Devour, you know, combo has a difficult time against this.
Yeah.
Like, I randomly have like a bunch of engineered plagues and null rods. So,
Have you played against Rock or Pidrak?
Pidrack's unwinnable. Like, I don't think it's worth like throw like the decapods or something in there. But Pidrak, they're just doing what you do but better.
Yep.
So it's just like it's absolutely unwinnable. Have not played against Rock. I would imagine that's pretty tough. You know, we saw what your therapies did against me, and they're an even better therapy deck.
Right.
You know, plus the 4 deeds and all that. It's pretty rough.
Yeah, I guess you could bring in Dystopia instead of Contamination for that matchup.
Yeah, I definitely have had like quite a few matchups where Contamination comes out or gets trimmed. You know, I trimmed one here because like if you get Aluren out, it doesn't do very much. You know, I think the Engineer Plagues are a lot better against you, but it's not like Contamination was dead here either. I had the space to be able to run both, which was nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This
you're because you're a ZI deck at heart. Like Contamination's just fun.
Yeah, it's an additional like lock piece right there. It's like running Winter Orb, you know, in other decks, or a Tangle Wire, you know, in Elves type of thing. It locks it down, but it's not the only thing that you can do.
Yeah.
And Horror has definitely been like the card that surprised me, because I've had quite a few times where,
Horror's
you
what,
mentioned
3/1?
about like my top decking. Horror's a 2/2, but it shoots for 1 damage. It can shoot anything. It can throw your zombies. So when that game where I top decked the Contamination, I also had another option of playing Contamination that turn by throwing the zombie at the Mesmeric Fiend, getting the Contamination back into my hand, and playing it. So, like, don't worry about like, yeah, don't worry about bad luck there. It was just an option that I had. I tried not to activate Horror until I have to, because people forget about that ability.
Right.
But it comes up. It's quite relevant.
Yeah, that's why I was remarking I needed 3 life instead of 2, because I was like, okay, well, I probably have half a turn left.
Yeah, didn't help that he could tap you and flick you a point every turn with the city.
Yeah,
then I was like, ports.
Port was absolutely devastating.
How many points do you think you did
Yeah.
out of the 20 on just the city? I'm trying to think of what I saw.
It was probably like at least 5.
That's
Yeah,
what I was
5 or
guessing.
6
5 plus,
I
yeah.
think.
Ugh.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always a crazy.
Yeah, and everything's like single pip in this deck. So once I realized, you know, like you could run like 4 ports, 4 wastelands, like the deck can only be so bad when you're running all that plus 4 duress, 4 therapies.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's like the best cards in the game are the core, and then you're like, well, I'll throw in Zombie Infestation for fun.
Yeah. I know. Look at my sweet brew, and
Yeah.
it's just like
I had 4 slots. I was like, I don't know what to
I
do.
read all that.
I just threw ZI in there.
Yeah.
Now I have 60 cards.
And I guess the nice thing about making a bunch of zombie tokens is that you're ramping up your count for Firestorm.
Mm.
Yeah. That's come up too as well. Just to Firestorm to end the game.
Yeah.
Just blow up my guys, but you take 5. So there's some sweet play to it. I hope other people pick up the deck. Contamination has come way down in price.
Mm-hmm.
You can pick up copies, for $10. And Gamble's getting a reprint here. It'll be out next month, or end of January. So it's
Contamination was an uncommon?
Been a lot of fun.
I'm trying to remember.
It was a rare.
Was it rare? It was.
Yeah, but it's not reserve list. Like it peaked over $40, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can
it's
definitely
down to
get
10 now. I
the
think
$10
was what you were
copies.
showing, yeah. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I forget what I bought mine for.
As soon as Scroll Rack dropped, I made sure I went and got the 4th one for.
Yeah.
Like, do you need 4? I'm like, I definitely need one more than 3, just in case.
I don't not need 4.
Yeah, I do not need 4. It's just one of these doesn't look like the others.
I think you're good there.
I'll have to get an autograph at some point to finish that set out.
Oh yeah. Yeah, your eternal project.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But this is great. Hope
it
you
was
guys
great
have a great
playing
New
against
Year.
you. Great meeting you. I'm glad we were able to jam this out before the end of the year.
Yep, absolutely.
I hate having fans.
See, next time you play, maybe next month you'll be like, I played you last year. It's been forever. Last year.
I play
That's
you
funny,
every year.
Yeah. I know this is the first time I played Brandon, and he's obviously been very active in the community. But it's funny. I wouldn't be surprised if I'm paired against him next month, because that's how it goes. Like, hey, we've both been around for a couple of years, and first time we met, and now we're like, just following each other around. Yeah. All right.
Sweet match, guys.
All right,
You guys have a good one. Yeah.
You too.
Yep. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. We'll see you next time.
Later,
Bye-bye.
guys.